appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Well, it is Friday, the 13th. Hope you guys are having an amazing day so far. I am here with a cup of coffee in one of my favorite spots, Cafe Audrey's. Hold on, I'll show you the entrance. Cafe Audrey's, right there. Not in my normal spot. There's like so much going on right now. There's a podcast going over here to my left and a business meeting going on to my right. So it's a little loud here. Time and sense. What's up, brother? So, I want to talk about today, and we're going to do a wrist check real quick, man. So, if you're watching some replay, let me know what you're wearing. What you're wearing on the 13th of Friday up in June. I have on the Seiko piece, and I have to tell the story behind this. So, this watch actually was given to me by Coconut Watch Company. My man Tanner, when my son passed, we were collecting money and stuff like that. I sold a few of my pieces, some watches that I would never have parted with, but I sold some pieces on behalf of my son, trying to just raise some money and stuff. And they knew there was some pieces that I was like, I really don't want to sell these, but I know they were going to fetch the most money for what I was trying to get. And once I was done selling those pieces, Tanner comes to me and says, yo, Trap, I don't wear this watch, but here, I want to, give you this. And the funny thing about it is, over on Joma Shop, this watch was in my cart. I like this watch, the Seiko 5. I really like the colorway. And if I want to show you, it's sort of a translucent dial, so you can actually see the date underneath it. Oh no, this is focusing on me. There you go. Got the NH36 in it, or I guess the 4R36, however they call it. Real comfortable watch, great loom. But this is since we're talking on the topic, which today's topic is the value of watches, man. And I have to say, this live wouldn't have been if it wasn't for Chris from Mirrly on Time. I watched the video he dropped yesterday, and he had on the Seiko piece that me and him did this thing last year where we traded watches. I sent him a watch, he sent me a watch, and the funny part about it was they were both Seiko. So I got the Recraft, which was another watch that was on my list over on Joma Shop, and so I got it. I got the watch, man. Set the time, give it that old Seiko shake, and keep it moving. It's a very special watch, man, because as a content creator, YouTuber, author of your channel, we showcase a lot of watches. We come across a lot of watches, man, but there's some that there's no replacing those. And I have a couple with me that I want to talk about. Let me get into the chat first. Luciano, what's happening? Limited edition Pro Diver Auto. Cool beans, bro. I'm actually going to talk about it. I got an Invicta with me. Hannibal's in the building. So I'm going to cover a couple things. We may not be here as long as I normally do. But I was watching a couple of episodes of, gosh, man. I watch so much YouTube, man. There's a group of guys, they have Rolexes and other stuff. This guy did a show on watches that represent them, right? Or represent their podcast. And what did he? I think he got an Omega Railmaster. It was Omega something. But he was talking about all of the details of the watch. Really, I mean, they mattered, but it was the details that described their show, described who they were, right? So I thought it was pretty interesting. So that kind of adds a certain value. So one, they could never get rid of that watch because that watch represents the struggle they went through, all of the stuff that it took to get to where they are right now. And I don't know how many subscribers they have. Yo, DK, what's going on? Yo. Hey, Tom, I saw he's on Facebook. I was looking at your colognes. Hey man, I gotta talk to you, bro. I gotta talk to you because I need some advice. Between you and cologne, yeah, it's time to up my fragrance game. And I need some fragrance for my upcoming vacation. Boy, got to smell good, you feel me? But yeah, anyway, I thought about that too. Like, if I could buy a watch that represented who I was, what this channel was, and what it means to me, and I was like, I was just banging my head up against the wall with this. I can't find one watch. It has to be multiple, because one, I started this channel off of the love of multiple watches. Right? I know it was Invicta, but it was like so many different watches, and the number one design, which is I've watched. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. It would have to there have to be multiple. I think, in my opinion, there'll have to be multiple watches to represent everything. I couldn't do it in just one watch because I don't think that watch exists. Issey Miyake is the cologne for gentlemen. I haven't had Issey in a minute. I don't know what was funny. You know what? I'm gonna actually check into their podcast and see what their content's about, because they actually reviewed a guy that reviewed Fletterman Von Reese watches, and this guy I can't think of his name. Anyway, man, I'm drawing blanks today. But anyway, let's jump back into the whole thing, man. So I got a question for you guys. Is there a watch in your collection right now that you consider to be more valuable than anything else? And as I'm asking you guys that, think about it. Replay people, just drop whatever it is, and we'll talk about it on an upcoming episode. But I was listening to this podcast this morning, and they were talking about Rolex and how Rolex is really a marketed brand, but they really they were telling about how they didn't like Rolex, not so much the watch, but they don't like it because it doesn't tell a story. You know, like you get it, it shows that, hey, I hit a status. I got the money to buy this watch, but it doesn't have that overwhelming feeling when you get it, when you look at it. And let's go into some watches. I have a couple here. Shout out to Kokomo Watch Company. I've actually shown this watch so many times, but I will show it again to you guys because they actually posted it on Facebook yesterday. So this right here, this piece right here, focus. This is a 38 millimeter, man. This is just your everyday field watch, but it's not every day. It's like there's some elements to this watch that are amazing to me, right? If you look at it and you start doing the spec thing, you're like, okay, it has drill lugs. It does have an NH38. It's priced just right, middle class, polished, brush, the whole nine, right? But this was a gift to me for hitting 3,000 subscribers, and I even have, and I'll say it again, they go laugh outside. Why they laugh so loud? They could have went outside with that. Were they laughing at me? Hey.
They were like, look at that guy with his watches.
I know, they just mad. So I actually got this, got my serial number in there, and it has 3D in it. And this is priceless to me. You know, I know people in Indiana go crazy because somebody just posted because they got this in 40 and then they did it in like a PVD black. They have different variations, and I know they work. I don't know if they got the the strap for it yet, but this is a really nice watch. I think it's a nice watch. There's a lot of stuff to this watch that I definitely like, but the fact that it was given to me for just hitting a certain level on YouTube, man, and then our relationship. That's the crazy thing. Our relationship is amazing. I always support Kokomo. They support me. So let me get into the chat. I like any cologne that smells great. Sweet Cologne, CK Escape, Nautica, Voyage, Pure Nautica, Polo Blue, spicy colognes like Gucci, Armani Code. I like Armani Code. Gucci. I don't think I've had Gucci. I haven't smelled Gucci. CK1 and Polo Black. Polo Black most definitely. Polo Black most definitely. And I don't have. I had Polo Black. I'm out of it. Matter of fact, hold on. I'll tell you something. I'll share this with you. My son, the one that was taken away from us, when he started getting a little older and started smelling himself a little bit, he always had this thing with the girls, man. And one day, I went in my room and I'm looking for my cologne, right? I was like, man, I must have misplaced it. Must have left it in the bathroom. So I just grabbed another one. I got Polo Red, sprayed it on, went to work. Come back, didn't think nothing of it. I want to say like a few weeks or maybe a month even passed by. And I looked, I said, am I smelling my cologne? This boy in the bathroom, man, he getting showered up, he got his shirt off, he getting his hair together, and right there on the sink, I mean, and I look, a couple sprays, I'm out the door, right? You know what I'm saying? I do like, my hand with the little oil right behind them glands or whatever, He didn't use half the bottle, my Polo Black. And I said, really? He looked at me, his stupid smirk. He was like, I'm just saying, cologne expensive. I was like, God. But I can't even be mad because I used to take my dad's cologne, so it's a rite of passage. Nah, I don't do social media. Yes, I picked up Ruby. So Ruby? Don Juan. Oh, hey, I know Don Juan. Don Juan. Oh, bro. Here's the crazy thing about it. So we got some heavy hitters in the chat. Welcome in, everybody. But I'm gonna tell you this: Don Juan is the gentleman's gentleman, right? This brother, not only do he look smooth, like when you look at him, when you look at Don Juan, his name fits him, bro. Like it is so crazy. It's like God was like, yo, boom, Don Juan. And his attitude, his aura, everything about him, man. But like, bruh, he dress up, his watch is on point, he got the pins and he be smelling. I'm like, God, dog. Him and Kamon are two guys that are just like, I hold in high esteem, man. These dudes is like, y'all the truth, bro. Don Juan that dude, man. See, I'm not. What's up, House of X? Trap Gucci is the exact duplicate of Armani Code. If you smell Armani, you smell Gucci. Oh, but Gucci makes a sport. I'm not feeling it though. Okay. Do you guys? Let me ask you this: do you guys do body oils at all? Because I have a spot here. They do body oils of all the brands you guys just talked about. All right, so where was I? Because we talking about like, man, hey, listen, this is a part of it, man. If you just got here, if you're in the bushes and you want to know what we're talking about, man, we're talking like valuable watches, but we get off into like shoes, which, okay, I know it's completely different, but there's a pair of shoes that I want to get. They call the Ferraris, 14s, Jordans, thank you, Jordan 14s. And I put in for the raffle, didn't win. I had some other people put in the raffle for me. They didn't win. I said, so Hibbett Sport, man, Hibbett, I am so sick of you, Hibbett. I am so sick of you. You are so biased. Like, I don't know what it is. You get on my nerves. Because every time I put in a raffle, and I don't do it that often. I don't even buy J's like that. And the only reason I'm buying these J's, I've never owned a pair of 14s, never been interested in owning 14s. However, my son owned 14s, right? So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna buy I'm gonna buy these 14s, get them in spirit of my son, and I'm gonna wear them. I'm gonna take them on vacation with me. But it's new. I just knew because I had it covered. I had a couple people. Hibbett, man, God, dog, you get on my nerves, man. Like, and I don't have no plugs. I ain't got no plugs, man. All you little, man, Hibbett, you hate it. But anyway, I'm gonna get them because I got to stand in line to go buy them or whatever. They got some, whatever. I'll get it. But getting back to the watches and colognes because you got to smell good while you got a nice watch on. I have been looking at a couple videos that, we do get into the thick of what's new. So what was I just saw a Breitling video, the newest Breitling that dropped. Who else? They were doing Omega videos. You know what surprised me? I haven't seen. I mean, Rolex was mentioned, but I haven't seen any drops of Rolex. I've seen Hamilton, Casio. What else? There was a couple of new micro brands that came out, but you know how we see these watches being advertised and pushed out, and like we're just running to it, looking at it, grabbing it. But like, there has to be some watches in your collection that just have like this value, or just every time you look at it, sentimental value. A value that you can't put a price on, of course, right? So I'm gonna show you something. My wife got me this a while back. Was it about 2 years ago? It's been 2 years. Tank style watch, right? You see that? Got a message on the back of this thing, but this has my sister in it. It's got my sister. And I wear this on her birthday, which is December 22nd. I wear this, I'll throw this on, or I'll just get it out to actually, thank you. I'll get it out just to remember, right? This was my most favorite person in the world, my sister. I mean, absolute favorite. We were inseparable. She was a lot older than me, so she acted like my mama. But my wife fixed me up, man. This was like, of all the things, my wife bought me a diamond watch, right? And I love that diamond watch, but and I know she paid way more money for that diamond piece than she paid for this one. But you can't there's no price you can put on this. No price. Every time I look at this watch and look at her, man, my sister is amazing, man. Was the kind of soul, and she's the reason. I'm gonna tell you something. Another reason why I think about people first and wanting to do stuff for people is because that was my sister, man. She was like community and family was important to her. She always she would give until she can't. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I get a lot of that from, because that's why I'm around her. You know what I'm saying? Like every day. I used to cry when she went to work. I hated when she went to work because I had to be there with my mom. Parents, I just didn't. My dad was cool. My mom, man, just upset my whole soul. Trap, what do you think about upcoming Invicta Reserve and Dive Reserve autos? Chris, I'll tell you, I saw the Swiss made stuff that they got, right? Or the Swiss part stuff that they got, or whatever they want to call it, whatever. Some of those things are really nice, man. Invicta do have some designs that I was like, okay, I see that. But the thing about it is the advertisement part of it, the marketing part of it. So like now I'm seeing all of the Invicta marketing videos when I'm waiting to see whatever videos, the commercials and stuff here on YouTube. And I just shake my head. I'm like, man, y'all had everything. Y'all had the community, and y'all just dropped the ball. But no, I actually like some of those pieces. It's your boy Leo.
So we want to thank our sponsors.
That's dope. Oh man, yeah, bro. I saw this. I had to get that junk. Where is it at? I had to get that junk. Yeah. Had to get it. I got Freddy Krueger too.
They will get you hooked up.
They had a Chucky one, but it wasn't my size. I was like, man, trying to get the whole horror pack.
Anything, if you have a celebration, yes, happy Father's Day to all of you.
Eric Mack.
Also want to thank Stockyards Bank and Trust, location 71st in Bedford.
I don't know. I think she wanted to. I don't know. It's
Greenwood.
that. You know what, Don Juan? It's really touch and go with her. So I don't know, bro. I don't know. She said she wanted to, but then you know what I'm saying? It's like it's been tough. Been having rough. It's been rough. I'll talk to you because we haven't talked in a minute anyway. I have to call you. Ben 10 in the building. All right, so this is what I got on right now. A piece that was given to me from Tanner from Kokomo Watch Company. I just showcased this from Kokomo Watch Company, the first, and I got it first. I'm the first one with it. their own code in it. You know, well, serial number with their own number in it. Here's another watch that I don't take lightly, man. And this is Invicta piece. This piece right here, it has a metal quartz in it, and it's not that it's such a special piece that Invicta made or created. It's how I obtained this watch. So, wifey and I come back from a cruise last year, right? We meet up with my man Tony Woe. We kicking it, we talking, and we sitting down eating, you know what I'm saying, about to get some wings and things, you know. And as I'm sitting there, I'm just talking, and next thing you know, I look up, and I see my man's walk in. I was like,
Hey everybody, this week in the morning,
so
talking to Brotherhood Design with
this watch, every time I look at it, I always think about like friendship, brotherhood, how this whole thing got started with YouTube, you know, and I always like watches, but like how I got involved with Invicta, and then just
on YouTube, anywhere you get your podcast.
Sorry, y'all.
We want to thank our sponsor, Stockyard Bank and Trust, the Honey Bank Hand Company. Thank you very much for watching and supporting Mirrly.
that wasn't supposed to happen.
Doing it.
Okay. All right. I'm like, wait a minute, I'm on air. Oh, wait a minute, that's one. Okay, I know what happened. Yeah, I'm on airplane mode. I don't know how that happened. Man, I'm wearing my PSA hobnail reference 13448. Hold on. Godfather's in the building. You know what's funny? All right, so look. My man KJ blessed me with this, aka Bumblebee Driver. You know what I'm saying? If you know, you know. Real special guy. I will always cherish this piece forever. But I want to show something because hold on. So we're going to end on 2 Invicta pieces, right? Let me just grab these out, man, because both of these pieces, because Godfather, I didn't know Godfather was going to be in here today, y'all. But we're talking valuable watches, the value, stuff that just like, I can't put a price on it. And for those that don't like Invicta, okay, I get it, you know what I'm saying? Like, all right, now I already know the comments gonna come. I know you don't like it, but I like it. I still got it. This right here, the Chaos, this thing is shiny, it's big, it has a Ronda R150 in this thing. I liked it from the time I saw it. This is the epitome of yes, sir. Yes, sir. But this right here represents the very last Invicta cruise, official Invicta cruise. And the last person I talked to before I pressed buy was Godfather. Me and Godfather was talking. Godfather was getting his, and I was standing next to him when I ordered mine. So yes, I was looking at what he got, and I said, Godfather, what you think about this? He said, yeah, you know, that's nice, man. Go ahead. And I was like, boom. So Godfather was the person. I was gonna get it anyway, but Godfather was the person I was talking to. So this is it's not a number limited piece. It's not a limited piece. You can't get it anymore, right? Invicta don't make it. And when they brought it back with an NH35, and like it's not the same. But it was the same. I mean, last cruise apart. It was the last cruise that Invicta actually hosted. So this one will never, ever leave my collection, because 2018 and 2020 were the best cruises, in my humble opinion, that Invicta did. When they was doing it, those were the best cruises, and I got a chance to see both. So yes, and I know Godfather has this as well. I think you got Godfather. Did you get the diamond? And you got 2, right? If I'm not mistaken, did you get 2 of these?
Yeah, your options are.
Let's see. What kind?
Exactly right.
The clone I like now is Cartier Pasha. What? You bought all 3? Okay, you bought all 3. All right, he bought all 3. So, yep, this one right here represents, and then since we're talking Godfather, there's this thing that it's a private club. You guys, what was that movie? Godfather, you got to tell me the movie. But we call it Stupid Face Weekend. And this is when a group of guys get together and it's stupid. We having fun, we eating, we drinking, we laughing, we playing pranks on each other the whole night. Hangover, is that Hangover? Is that the? Yeah, I think that's the movie. Say we got to Don Juan. Oh yeah, I know Don Juan got it. But this right here, this was a gift from Ryan Johnson, Mr. Invicta. Invicta Ryan. Well, I can't call him Mr. Invicta. That is reserved for Richard Oso. But the #1 Invicta ambassador, which is still working for Invicta on a different channel, he blessed us with these watches. We come up there, and this one is a 46 millimeter. There was one put on the strap, which was the 52 millimeter. I think it's 52 millimeter. But this is a pro diver, right? It's like a European style, I call it, but they called it the either the R150. I think they just called it the R150 because that's what's in here. Right, that's what's in here. Now, there's nothing special on there, but the box that came in it has all of my brother's signatures on it, man. And I will never, ever, ever, ever forget that. It was the absolute best weekend I've had. You know what I'm saying? Just chilling with a bunch of watch collectors, a bunch of brothers like from different ages, like different backgrounds, different cultures, man. And we all came together by way of watch. That's what got us into it. But then we just took it from there, man. And dude, I got to see Minnesota for the first time. Never been up there before. And man, it was a great weekend. I can't even duplicate what we did, man. It was fun. It was fun. So I told myself I don't need another tutor, but I want the tutor Black Bay 58 Blue Dial and bezel just because it's discontinued. Yes, hangover. Yep, hangover. So yeah, we had a hangover type of weekend. But I mean, answer this question for me though, y'all. Like, can you think of? Let's just say one. You know, I mean, you may have multiple because I have. What I'm showing you guys, I have multiple watches that have significant value to me. That really, if you pulled out an AP, Patek, Brigade, Piaget, any of those watches, anything that's really expensive, that's of high value. I mean, I can't take away the price point. I can't take away what they meant, the watchmaking, whatever goes into building them, man. But like, it's just certain values, certain things. These things trigger emotions. It just triggered, it just takes me back to like, oh man, I remember this, and oh man, you know, like my sister's watch, right? That my wife had made for me. That's my favorite picture of my sister. You know, so there has to be a watch in your collection that you think that is more valuable than anything that's on the market right now. And I love for you to, like, you don't have to put it in right now, man. Come back in, put it down there so we can talk about it. Because I'm gonna make a list of every watch that you guys talk about, and we're gonna talk about the upcoming show. So I'm gonna tell you something that it wasn't given. I bought this, and we're talking. Let's talk money for a second. Let's talk money. Ben 10, you have a number of watches that are, when you post what you have in here, right? It's like, that's amazing because I know, for the most part, I know what you have. And I know the price points. And it would be beautiful to have that. You know, I talked about this last week. In your collecting, if you're one that your stay or your radar is around 300 to 500, that's all you do, right? But what happens if you come into like a great deal of disposable income, 60 to 70,000, or even 50,000? You can get a scratch off, and you're up after taxes. You're up like 25,000. With that change, would you buy a watch for $6,000? Would you buy a watch for 10 grand? You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, because it's not every day that you'll have that money because you're used to spending what you can spend. So I say that because I was never in the ballpark of spending over $1,000. I always kept mine around maybe $600 or $700 was like absolute max. But $1,000, I was like, I don't want to, because I felt that there's so many great pieces at the $250 to $500 mark. But then you want to experience something different. So I did. I saw this right here. This is an Zanea piece, right? Yeah, there's also what's called. And one thing I like about micro brands is the design language is a little different than your typical or your average stuff. They're giving you some elements. They're giving you specs that are on par with some of the big names. just for a lower price. And this one was like $1,100 after taxes and stuff like that. And I would have never thought that I would dare spend that kind of money on this watch. But granted, here we go. Here we are. I got this watch. I got a chance to meet with Jason. Jason's been on my channel. And this is a special piece of me. This is one that will never leave the collection. Got that meteorite dial in it. The artwork on it is amazing. It fits well. It got some weight on it. I like it. This is just a great piece to me, man. Every time I think about it, I think about my show. I think about what I've accomplished here on YouTube, the people that I've met. So yeah, this is a valuable. Like I can't put a price on this.
Now I'm trying division based on.
Let's see. What is saying? I was at a museum exhibition in Minnesota last year. It was epic. They wrote out. Me in the paper. Oh really? He was wearing a fair Durham Pullman. Wow. That's dope, bro.
Because I can't actually use that.
Wait. I missed something. Okay. Cartier fragrances are dope. I love them. Oh, okay. I dig the vanilla scents. I like vanilla. Vanilla scents is great.
But I have that separate.
George Legend ain't getting old anytime soon. I've been Cartier craze lately, from the quartz tanks to the colognes. Hold up. Wait. Hold up. I'm trying to get to this one. Place this one. I want to put that up there because I don't know about. I got to go check that out. I'm actually. Oh man, it's pouring down outside. I ain't going nowhere. No sir. I don't feel like it. No. It's raining. I'm talking about it's pouring down right now. And I walked up here. Ohio Silver, man. Long Rangers in the building. I agree. My first Swiss Legend diamond watch can never be replaced. Okay, all right. Swiss Legend is super dope. I got a chance to review one about a year, maybe 2 years ago. Swiss Legend, I think, man, like that, a solid watch, man. That is a solid timepiece. Solid. I like Burberry too. I got Burberry. I do have that. You got to spread about 3 hours before it coming out. It kind of smell like bad eggs when I put it on. Oh my gosh. Watchman 54, just checking in. What's going on, brother? How you?
Boy, am I glad I drove here instead of walking.
Man, I'm telling you. That's funny, man. Let me see what we at. We 33 minutes. Here's another watch that no significant, meaning behind it outside of. I got this from Kokomo. Of course, y'all see, man. I'm representing Indiana like crazy, but I got this from Kokomo. This was one of those pieces that they had there. They put the movement in for me, and I just been wearing it. And like, I'm not a gold fan. I'm just not a fan of gold pieces, man. But this one, I'll say, with Seiko's designs and all the stuff that they have, like from the SKX to the Seiko 5s to the, what else do they have? Their field watches. I mean, Seiko's categories are huge, but I think this is one of the best looking watches Seiko has offered. Flat out. I don't know, man. But this is another watch that just, every time I look at it, I think about my partnership and relationship with Kokomo. And it just goes beyond just having a watch. It goes to another one that you can buy for like between $400 and $500. But Seiko always got a sale going on. It's always like a 25% off. But, you know, 25 dividend every quarter.
They don't know that other information.
Gets me about 500 plus shares. Then 10 talking money. I've been looking more and more into nomadic watches lately, but do you think they're overpriced even though you have one? Definitely want one, but I don't know. I'm gonna tell you this. I'll say dive in if you really like it, if you can get behind the company. My whole point of buying that watch was I actually got a chance to go and see it in person and listen to the story and look at everything. And I actually bought into the story behind it. I bought into the legend of a micro brand or independent, if you will. And as far as the build quality, that watch is solid. It's one of my favorite divers, hands down. And that's one that I just couldn't let go. And it's crazy that I let a piece go that I really, really, really didn't want to let go. Oh my gosh. And I'm sick. but you know, it is what it is. But that was one that, you know, somebody wanted to buy from me and I just couldn't sell it. I think they're solid. They're worth their price to me, right? But here's the problem when you ask that question is because at the I'm gonna say $1,100 to $1,200 mark, what else can you get? Now this is a solid question you should ask yourself. If you're gonna spend that kind of money, how many elements in that watch can tickle your fancy, right? How many will satisfy each one of those boxes? Like if you got like 10 boxes to check, right? And that thing checks like 6 out of 10 boxes, well, there you go. Because like I said before, I couldn't buy one. I had mentioned this early on in this live. I was going off the concept of another YouTuber or YouTubers that they bought a watch that represented their existence on YouTube. It represented them. I can't find that in one watch. There's too many elements, man. You know what I'm saying? Because, yeah, the struggle is real. Yes, there's a lifestyle behind it. Yes, there's community behind me. Yes, there's a love and passion for all this. Yes, there's a guerrilla style, marketing, overall to this. Because, look, I pull up and go live anywhere. So there's so many different elements. And if I took everything that this show represents and try to put it in one watch, I'm like, what is that watch? I can't put all that in one watch. So yeah, going back to, and I just say that, going back to the nomadic. If they offer, which they hardly ever do, if they offer a discount on it, like 10% or something like that, I'm like, yeah, grab it. But if you're not comfortable spending that, just consider what all is available at that price point. That's just me. Now, if you want to represent Belfast, hey, I say go for it. I know there's a lot of that. Yeah. Forgive me if I gave a long-winded answer. Reinvest back. $100 every 3 months. Hey, so pin this message. He's one of the subscribers, y'all. He just walked from behind me. Love and Live show us in a building. What's happening? Jay Jones in here? I didn't see Jay Jones pull up. Or we just referencing Jay Jones. Where's Jerry? Oh, oops, never mind. I just answered my own question. You're correct. Nomadic has a black diver that caught my eye as well. Hey man, that black diver, that sucker is ferocious, man. That thing is nice. You know, I always think about this too. Companies that I do support, because you know I had a conversation with a couple of collectors, man. I also factor in: would you buy if you bought one? Would you buy two, or would you just move on? Because there's companies that I purchased from before that I'm like, all right, I will consider it, but like because there's so many different watches out there, so many different pieces that like check the boxes for me, I'm not going to spend time going back to a company if they don't have what I'm looking for. It's easy to get pulled into the micro brand and go crazy. I think they are more dangerous because of the affordability. They are, and the next thing you know, you'll have a lot. So like my thing is now, like I'm buying one and going through the honeymoon phase and just rocking it, you know, because I have a set amount of watches that I go through on a regular basis. I got some that I just like, they are a part of my everyday. Last watch on the show is this Tissot right there, the 1938. You guys know I've shown this watch so many times. You guys know the story behind this watch. This watch is irreplaceable. Irreplaceable, man. Like this is it. What was that? Watching James had mentioned, he said, do you have your grill already? Is there a grill? Yep, that's a grill. This one right here is a grill for me. That one right there. Yep. And it does not need, you know, by standards of some professional YouTubers or those that are savvy in, you know, like dial making, chamfered edges, and all that other, all the details that people describe, and the backgrounds, the backstories of companies, how they got started, all the ups and downs, all that stuff goes out the window. To me, it's like that teacher from Charlie Brown. When I like looking at that watch, the more and more that I look at it, more and more I wear it, and just think about like, and that there's a part of history though. That like for that one, a part of history just really grabs me to the point where I'm like, yes, that is a grill piece within my collection. Watching James did that about a week, 2 weeks ago. Yeah, well, you know what? And even with him, just speaking on him, bro. I'm off watching James, man. That dude, he's dangerous. He's dangerous because that dude will drop like 4 or 5 videos in a week, man. You're like, oh, I like that. And then he come with another. I like that too. He come with another. So yeah, it's dangerous, man. James know what he's doing, man. James, shame on you, James. Out here, man, got us struggling. Some of us out here struggling, man. No, James, my guy. Any recommendations for a first-time watch buyer on a budget, preferably one that looks pretty punk? I know my look. LOL. Hey, man, you know what? You can't go wrong with Casio, sir. You know what? I'm going to tell you the perfect watch for you because you're a mathematician. You need to get that Casio calculator watch. Off top. And that's inexpensive. How much is that y'all? Was it $40, $30, somewhere around there? If that? Go to Amazon, look up Casio calculator watch. That will be, man, that right there is crazy. But like punk watches, there's some actual they got a punk style watches. If you type in punk watches on Amazon, it'll have some crazy designs up there. They got quartz, they got mechanical, they got automatics, and they're inexpensive too. You don't have to always go for name brands. You know what I'm saying? Like these brands are like, I know a couple of them have been on Amazon for years. So that's the biggest thing. Is like if you see something new, you're like, yeah. But I think Casio is like, that's just perfect. Like, what do you guys think? Somebody that got a punk look, what would you guys recommend? Robert Wood is in the building. I know Robert is the legend, bro. Hey Rob, since you're here, is there a watch in your collection that you consider to be extremely valuable that other people wouldn't find valuable, right? And we're not talking about because of the price of it. It's something that you just cherish so much, like sentimental value. Like it's like nope. So since you just got here, I've shown this right here. I've shown my sister watch that my wife got for me. I have a series of Invicta pieces that I received from an amazing a brother. I'm not even gonna call him a collector, he's a brother. This one right here, and there's some other guys that own the same watch in just different variations or different sizes, right? A watch that reminds me of the last official Invicta cruise that everybody and their mama was buying this watch. There was a gentleman that after I ordered mine, he bought like 20 of them things, man. He was buying them for family and whoever else, man. I was like, sheesh. And of course, the creme de la creme of my collection, this one right here, beautiful. I like this one that I can't part with, that I thought was stolen up until my granddaughter came over and put in her little cubby. For Punk Style, get an all black ceramic Tudor Black Bay 58. Woody's in the building. The bald watch collector. Hats off to you, sir. Oh man. Oh my goodness, my stomach's in knots. Jerry Jones is an inspiration to all those who want to splurge and hoard several watches. Hey bro, let me tell you something, man. I've never in my life seen a man. I watched him, and what Jay Jones been a collector that I know of since either 2021 or 2022, one of the two. But I remember him contacting me one day. He said, "Yo, Trap, I just got this watch, right?" And I said, "Oh man, that's dope." And he said, "Yeah." And then I saw some other ones, and I had to get those too. And I was like, "Okay, dope." And he's like, then I saw like it was a series, right? So with Invicta, let me just throw a number out there: 30555, right? That's the number. And then you got 305. 005 or whatever the case is, and all of them go in a sequence. He said, "Man, I couldn't let them stay by themselves. I had to get all three. I had to get all five." And I'm like, "Did you have to get all five?" And next thing you know, this dude's just getting watches. That UPS truck was pulling up so much to the point where they built a UPS factory on the side of his house, and every time he gets there and press the button, there's a conveyor that just ships the thing straight to him once he gets in for them. They don't even have to travel. They said, "Well, you know what? Let's not waste time with Jay Jones. We know he's going to buy bare minimum 10 watches in a week, bare minimum." So they got it set up to where it just comes straight to his house, man. Jay Jones is crazy. A watch, or anything for that matter, passed down to me. Not much value to others, but priceless to me. Not for sale. Not for sale. Yes, I have, and I only brought a couple of them because, for just giving credit to my man Chris over there, Mirrly on time. That's the reason why I did this live today. We about to shut it down here in about 3 minutes. We're gonna shut it down because I think it stopped raining. I'm gonna try to sprint to the crib. I think it's raining again on my head. I think for a few years I'll have to go bald. I got big ears and I'm definitely about to look like one of those Dragon Balls. Oh my God, bro. The black acrylic. My dad Seiko that he used in Vietnam will be, oh wow, that you can't put a price. That's priceless, bro. That's priceless. Looking fresh. Thank you. My dad's 1976 gold Accutron. 1976. That was a year before I was born. And welcome in everybody. I appreciate everybody being here, man. Horizon, Nemo, Nomadic, and Wicked Watches Company are the micro brands on my list right now. And you know what? I'm gonna say this. And going back to this, Chris, you asked that question. There's a point right now with me that I have a list of watches that I will pull from, that I will buy. I would literally buy from, right? And I haven't made place for anything else. Now, I'm sure there'll be another micro brand, that comes out. There'll be 10 more by the end of the year, probably 100 more. But I'm only buying from certain ones. You know, Sal Baltimore is one that I'm looking at. I absolutely love his designs. Vincianico, they have a different look. I like the look. I like the aesthetics of Vincianico, and I like the culture behind it, the community. That's another thing I think is attractive. Nomadic, of course. I will buy from Nomadic again. But because I own the Nomadic already, they will have to wait. You know, Peter, love you to death, brother, but you have to wait until I get through these other ones like Traska. I haven't purchased from Traska yet. Definitely want something from Traska. Yimmer, definitely want something from Yimmer. Those two right there, man. Formex. Now we're talking spending like some big bread, and the way people on YouTube, let's just say this, the way people talk about Omega, Rolex, Cartier, and any of those brands that like you're talking, and Tudors, of course, you're talking, let's say 4,000 up to 15 grand, right? In between that. I feel the same way about Formex. How people feel about those watches and thinking this is a dynamic purchase, this is this, that, and other. I put on a Formex. I tried it out. I looked at it, mulled it over, and based on what that watch is, it's definitely a watch that I have to put in my collection because we're talking over $1,000, right? And I've clearly spent over $1,000 on a few watches. But this is one that I say is definitely worth. It's chronometer certified, which is just a bonus. I don't need chronometer certified, but I think it's just so dope knowing that watch goes through boot camp for the movement, right? I like, and see, that's another reason why I like Tudor. I've always liked Tudor. I like this Snowflake. I've always had a love for that. I actually have a couple of homage pieces, and Tudor will be in my collection at one point. But the one thing I thought, like a watch that's meta certified that goes through, like, so you got boot camp, and then you got SEER training, like that right there. And if you military, you know what I'm talking about. You got boot camp, and I'll even say AIT, boot camp AIT, which is just your advanced training, whatever you're going into. That's Tudor. No, I'm sorry. That's chronometer certified. Right? Because they take the movement out the case and they do all this, that, and other. But I'm talking about meta certified, where they're testing not just the movement, but the actual case, the whole, the structural, like everything. Bro, I want that. I don't have to have that. I don't really need it, but I want it. I'm like, dude, this watch, I can take this watch anywhere, to the depths of the sea, back to the block, up to the mountaintop. Oh, man, bro, this watch can go everywhere and, like, it can rock with you. It can hit. It can survive all the temperatures. It can survive going through a freaking what you call the machines when you go to the airport, the metal detector jump. Like, this thing survives a lot of that, bro. This watch is crafted. That's why I was like, you know what? That's why I want a Tudor. Like, another reason. No, I always wanted a Tudor, but like that just increased. I'm like the value of it. So when I get that Tudor, when I finally get it, it's gonna be meta certified. You know what I'm saying? Like, we'll see. But I'll let you guys know. But then, of course, y'all know I got to get my Panerai too. And look at me going past 3 minutes. You see that? I went straight past 3 minutes. I was supposed to have been out of here. I think in a few years I'll have to go bald. Oh, I read that already. I'm about to. Maintain chisel physique always makes up for it. Facts.
It has all the camper signatures. Are they flat?
It was your wedding watch.
I was just kind of thinking.
Okay.
Have a great day.
All right. Hey, y'all, give you guys an update too. So for those that, when you were here early on a couple months ago, I had told you guys that I wasn't in the best health, right? After my son passed, you kind of let yourself go, right? Depression, all that stuff hits, man. Grief is terrible. So my health was bad. I went to the doctor, got a checkup, and the doctor was like, yo, whatever you're doing, you keep doing it, you're not going to be around, right? That scared me, right? And I'm like, dude, I ain't even hit 50 years old yet. So I'm like, All right, so I've been walking. I've been doing all these little calisthenic workouts and all this other stuff. I changed my diet. And when you guys see me eat, that's the biggest meal of my day, right? In the month of May, and I can post this to whoever wants to see it just for the proof. I walked over 700,000 steps, right, for the month of May. Burned over 32,000 calories. I dropped 22 pounds for the month of May, and I'm still losing weight now. I will stop. I'll drop another maybe 11 pounds, but my health is important. Right, my health is important, and I say this to say because we do have a lot of men in here. Now I know there's some ladies. I'm not leaving you out, but for my men, this is Mental Health Month for men, and it, to be honest, is overshadowed, is overlooked by so many other things that go on in this month, right? And I think sometimes people consider men to just be like, hey, he be all right, or this, that, and other. No, absolutely not. And I can say this by way of watches. Some people do buy watches just to have that connection with other people because they're not getting that love, they're not getting the attention. It's a lot of stuff that they're not getting. And it's easy to say, well, you mean to tell me that you have to get approval by way of watch or having certain shoes or driving a certain car? Yes, this is a real thing. You don't know the trauma that somebody goes through. You don't know what a man has to go through. And as a man, for you, if you are the one that's saying that, well, I guess maybe your life is perfect. But this is Mental Health Month for men. It's very important that you get your checkups, not just for your mental, but because this go. I'm telling you from experience, I am going through right now. My mental on a regular basis, like I'm jacked. I see a counselor, and I have no shame telling you guys that. I see a counselor like once a week or once every other week. I have to because losing a child is bad enough, but then I have other traumas that I've gone through. In prior service, I still have dreams about stuff I've seen in Iraq, still to this day. And the last time I was in Iraq was 2008, 2009, somewhere around there. Still have dreams. Like, it's a part of me. It's a part of who I am. So with all that's going on, from everything, whatever it is, man, I implore you, I dang near beg you, if you are the one that's suffering, you know it. You come on here for some type of relief. You go to another channel for some type of relief, or you just watching TV all day or something to try to alienate that feeling. Man, you got to go get checked out, man. Go get the help. If you got insurance, man, just utilize it. That's what I'm going to end at today, man. I love talking watches with y'all. I love the fact that you guys support and help and do stuff. You guys know that the money that you spend here goes to help somebody else all the time, man. I appreciate it. I appreciate the people that support the channel, man. I'm in Indiana, so we got Trifecta watches that you guys can go over there and shop with, talk to Jake, even just get information. We got Kokomo Watch Company, another one that I support wholeheartedly. So yeah, let's do our due diligence with each other, man, and check it, well done and talking and such. Man, and we have to, bro. We have to, because I mean, like, I bet you this. I bet money, big money, that a lot of your people that you look at are dealing with a lot of stuff. As a matter of fact, I don't follow this guy as much. I've looked at his channel before. What's it? Jory the Time Teller? I don't know if you guys have watched him before. We've talked like privately to other collectors. He has been on YouTube. I can't remember how long. I would say about 5-6 years. I don't know. But he had some health issues or something happened. I think he broke his foot. It was something that happened last year, and he's sharing his journey. And you don't know the mental that he's going through, and he's still uploading videos. Love or hate his content, he's still a human being. He's still a man. He's still got stuff that he's going through, and he's getting back to where he's like rehabbing, trying to get back to walk. I saw that video. I was like, wow, it's powerful, man. Like, and I get it, man. We could talk about watches all day. Don't get me wrong. If you like Rolex, you like FC, you like Vacheron, all of these, yes, great. Not taking anything away from watchmakers, but like, what happens when you are done? Suicide is real. I guess I'm not supposed to say that on YouTube. But anyway, it is. And this is one of those things, man. Like, I'm looking at the amount of men that go through stuff that are like, what's the term that you're supposed to use? Man, I hate this politically correct, but that's what it is, man. When you free yourself of the right to live because of stress and all this other stuff, yeah, man, and you never know. You never know. Look at K-Spade. Yeah, man, when I saw that news, I was like, what? Don't matter. I don't care how rich you are. I don't care how popular you are. This is a real deal, man. And I hope that you guys get the help you need. I implore you to please get the help you need, man. Talk to somebody, man. You don't have to talk about to a whole bunch of people, but you have to get help with somebody. But you're always welcome to stop by here, man. My line is always open. Email me. Check me out on Instagram. Send me a private message. I talk to folks. I'm nobody's counselor, man, but I will be an ear to hear, man, and just talking to the fact. If you ever want to come on the show, man, just let me know. No biggie. You know what I'm saying? We'll work something out because I'm working out. I'm trying to work the schedule out with some other folks from different time zones. Shout out to India, man. Thank you guys for supporting and watching, man. Tell your family and friends, man. Let's build this community up. All right. So appreciate you guys. I'm out of here. Man, see, I had planned on doing just 25 to 30 minutes on this topic today. We made an hour. So, you got anything you're going to say to the people?
You don't want me to talk to them.
Oh,
You know better than that.
I know better than that, man. I already know. Thank you guys for watching, man. Appreciate your support, man. Until the next lightning strike, y'all be blessed. Dopeness.